Leo, I hope that you're doing incredible. Welcome to your general reading for 14 to 20 August with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. There is no coincidences in the universe. You are here because there's a message for you. So whether you were Leo, got Leo in your chart, cross-watching, let's see what that message is. When you come across something that really resonates with you, Leo, take a nice deep breath, claim that for yourself and say yes to it. So, your challenge at the moment, in many ways, accepting yourself. Challenge at the moment, feeling not that in sync with yourself, feeling not that in sync with your own highest potential, your own highest power, Leo. Or it could be that you have gone into spaces where I feel that almost like, only for some of you, possibly some arrogance stepping forward. Maybe haven't meant to be that way, but I also feel it's the arrogance. It's almost like sort of covering up something that you might have difficulty dealing with, so wanting to look strong when maybe you're not feeling that strong. All right, we're going to clarify your reading. We're going to end off with a crystal oracle message to see what energy you can call upon to support you. But before we do that, let's just do your actual reading, get it out of the way. Cards are really jumping, so I can see that a lot of you're very ready to go to that next level. And it's almost like an itchiness that we feel sometimes, that it's time for the next level, it's time for the next level, it's time for the next level. Where is it? When is it coming? Why isn't it showing? That sort of thing. In your strength at the moment, it was one thing that you can work at the moment, something that I feel that you have, but also something that you can really work on is the relationship with your mind. Work on the mind, work on, if you're going to use your beautiful mind and your intellect, Leo, use it to your benefit, you know. I feel that some of you, there's a sense of almost like, well, I know how it works, and I'm okay with it, and so whatever, I just don't care, whatever. You are more than welcome to have that. Is that what you want to have? But I don't feel that working really well for you. You know, I feel that it's almost like holding out, withholding information, refusing to speak, refusing to communicate, refusing to acknowledge anything. Maybe somebody shouting, screaming, whatever. And you're like, you know, I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to say nothing. I'm just going to do nothing. So almost like not refusing to sort of like, you know, take part in whatever's going on is not really recommended for you at the moment. So your strength is actually in communicating what it is that you feel, sharing your thoughts, sharing your ideas, sharing your beliefs. A whole crowd of people may not resonate with you, but there's one or two that will, and those will be the ones that matter. All right, those are the ones that you can start something new with. Those are the ones that can help you to fulfill your dreams, to express your highest good. Okay, but complete non-participation in life, not recommended. Not recommended at all. All right. Let's see. And I know sometimes in life people hurt us and they do the same thing over and over. And, you know, we like, whatever. But I feel that interesting enough, even for some of you, where there's a sort of thing that you maybe want to say to someone, you always do this. You know, you brought yourself into this. This is your own fault. I feel that for many of you, it's like you're tired of saying that to someone over and over and over. And it's like you look in the mirror and you're always becoming tired of that within yourself, because now you're starting to have the experience. I feel, Leo, that for many of you, you are very much stepping into the collective energy of the world at the moment. And you want to open yourself to the idea that this is how I feel, but this doesn't have to be my life, you know? Everything doesn't have to be hopeless. Even though it seems that way, there might be room for change. I may just not fully understand what it is at this particular point in time, but I've got the willingness to have a bigger understanding, to have a broader understanding. All right. Quite a bit of a rough ride that happened here for you in the recent past that has led you up to where you are at the moment. quite wild energies that took place over there, stepping away from the dark, leaving behind that which no longer serves you. It could be a person, it could be a relationship, could be a connection. There could have been some almost like parasite type of people here, freeloaders, just wanting to ride on the gravy train. And I can see that for some of you, you really went there towards your own sort of thing in life. And it could be that some of you almost had the experience that you had to almost like really tighten your belt a little bit more in order to be able to cope, you know. Could even feel that you had to sort of like cut off your nose in order to spike your face type of thing. But eventually your effort started to pay off quite beautifully, in fact. Okay, so this is also what happens sometimes, is that when we go through quite a big transformation, and this is funny, you go through a transformation, you go through it really fast because you get the lesson, you do the work, you go to the next level, you make fast progress, you get into your point of success, and then you ask yourself, oh, maybe it's too easy. Didn't I miss a point? Maybe I think I'm enlightened, maybe I think I'm getting it, but maybe I'm not getting it. Maybe it's just a false perception of life. Don't really get that. I can just see that you were kind of pretty much fed up and ready to move on. Card went flying to the floor. Little bit of a tough messages, and the ones that fall to the floor, energy coming away is usually a bit more challenging one. Somebody might want to have a second chance with you, might want to try again. This could be in friendship, it doesn't have to only be in love. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to put it, what I get is that, I'm sorry, I'm just putting this back, it's time to cut a cord. So there might be someone that want to have a second chance with you, next opportunity again, let's try again. You can forgive them, but I feel that it's better for you to go your separate ways. This could be in love, this could be friendship, family, job, but I feel that it's better to sort of go your separate ways, okay? Also, some of you might be thinking, well, am I not acting too fast? Am I not being careless? Am I not irresponsible? Am I not too hard or whatever? This is what it is. This is no judgment. It just is what it is. The cycle that person, that energy, that connection, that experience, that life part, it was a season basically. And that season is going to an end going forward. So there's a new start with almost like a new crew type of thing, leaving the old crew behind. Think of it almost like being, let's say you're like a singer, you're like an A-lister singer, you know? You're going to have the certain people that's going to move with you all the time. But then, depending on what you do, you're going to have a new crowd every time, you know, new dancers, new backup singers, maybe new orchestra people, new choir, whatever. And you could have had a wonderful experience with the previous gang, and now you're going to have a new experience with the new gang. And neither is sort of like superior or inferior to the other. It's just that this was a tour, this tour's at an end, now you're going to the next tour. And you might get somebody that says, well, you know, let's just use the example of a backup singer maybe, you know, can I be in your concert again? I see that you're going on tour again. And it's not so much, Leo, that it's about saying no. It's more about them not 100% fitting in with where you are going next. That's it. That's it. You know, not your fault, not their fault, but it is time to go amicably and peacefully and, like, you know, with beautiful peace in the heart, but it's time to go two separate directions. Okay? I want to see what we've got there in the recent past for you. So giving your heart is really paid off here for you. Giving accepting love also, accepting support, accepting compassion, accepting all of those type of things, really, really paying off well for you, especially in finances, especially with your inner confidence, especially with you. And there's that beautiful sun energy. It's you shining like the sun. You have overcome so many things. It's time to give yourself credit, Leo, for the things that you've overcome. A lot of times in life, we, well, first of all, sorry, before I say that, it's safe for you to give love. And if you've given it, it's safe for you to do that. And I see that for some of you, you're giving love and it's being sort of like reflected back so easily, and you're like, oh, isn't this, maybe it's not supposed to be this easy. But I do see it being very beautiful and pure. Okay? So the point that I'm getting to, or previously got to, is that sometimes we don't give ourselves the credit that we deserve for all the hard work that you've put in to get to where you are right now. Okay? You've overcome a lot, a tremendous amount. And, celebrating yourself is such a great idea at the moment. Really, really, really. Also, when we do well and we celebrate ourselves, it is like this big sign that you give to the universe, that says, yes, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for all this amazingness. You know what I'm saying? And when we say yes to that, life gives us more amazing things. Clarifying your current space, so that sun energy went from your recent past into your current space. Again, it's like things progressed really, really fast, which may have sort of brought some of you into a space of like, maybe I should be a little bit careful here. You got the 9 of Cups twice in your current space where you are at the moment. Dreams coming true, hopes turning into reality. Look at this. Some of you are so ready for love. You're so ready for a new beginning. I see you being so brave. Leaving behind the past, leaving behind the challenges, leaving behind that old thing that the world will say, well, you're too old, you're too short, you're too whatever, you've had your moment in the sun. Allow somebody else to shine. Why can't we all shine? Why can't we both shine? Why can't we, like the stars in the sky, just all glitter together? Would you rather see one star in the sky at night, or would you rather see a trillion stars in the sky at night? We can all just shine together. And hopes coming true, very ready for love, very brave there, bravely ready for love. And so what I see for some of you happening is that you may have had a connection with someone else, kind of began to see the situation for what it is. Somebody new may have stepped in. Somehow it feels that even if there might be a separation, that there's not an official cut of the tie between maybe you and someone else, which can cause friction sometimes. But I definitely see that coming to an end going forward. Let's see what we have going forward. Opportunities, options. You can stay with a certain person. And I feel that staying with someone going forward, staying with a situation, staying with what is familiar, it's the convenient choice because it's the familiar choice, but it's not really the best serving choice. Okay? There's quite a bit of faith that is required going forward if you decide to move forward into your space of life, which is recommended. And it's also a space that will really help you to unlock quite a lot of your own power, quite a lot of your own manifestation. Really beautiful new beginnings there for you. Or not so much new beginnings, more of a continuation of the good things. Like you thought, this is what it is, this is what you can do in life, this is how far you can go, Leo. And then realizing like, even after all this time, I've literally just touched the tip of the iceberg. And now you're like, beautiful more coming about. Let's see what is the crystal energy that you can embrace, Leo, that you can either work with the crystal or just open yourself to the energy of that crystal to support you in this beautiful transformative space where you are at the moment. But I do see a connection coming to an end and a new one starting. Okay? That's helpful. If that resonates, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that all notifications so you know when your weekly readings are coming out. What do we have for Leo in crystal energy, please? Some of you are a bit, I see you still moving forward, but you're scared, you're afraid, you're nervous. This is a big step. I can see that there's big steps ahead for you. Moonstone cycles. You are being reminded that as in the same way that the moon has cycles, you've got cycles. Your life is one big cycle. Everything is a cycle, And when you feel overwhelmed, remember life is It's like a bumble, up and down, you know. What goes up must come down, and what goes down must go up. Okay? And also remembering that no matter what happens, you can always be aligned to your own highest good. Okay? Just because the tarot cards or the astrology or your neighbor or whoever, or your well-meaning friend or compassionate partner, whatever says, Leo, this is not the time for you. I feel that it is. I really feel that it is. Okay? But it's up to you to decide, obviously. But I feel that for you, for the time for you is now. And I feel that you are literally, bravely ready for love. Beautiful love that will impact all areas of your life so positively. So it's like the essence of love, that beautiful essence of you flowing all through your life, which opens doors and creates miracles, you know, because it's positive energy. So that's what I got for you, Leo. I hope that it helps. If any of you are interested in a deeper exploration of your energy possibilities, you can always book a personal reading. Details on how to do that in the description below. Do check out the link in the description for my step-by-step tarot reading course, for my free oracle card reading course. The first couple of lessons in the step-by-step tarot reading course are actually free. So you can first determine if you want to sort of study with me or not. You know, you're not forced into anything. And also definitely check out the free regression hypnosis session that's coming up on the screen right now. It will definitely help you tremendously. From my heart, namaste, love and light. See you next time. Bye.